Viewers, have you ever stopped to wonder about the little things happening around you every day? You look up, and the sky is blue. You take a shower, and the mirror fogs up. You eat ice cream too fast, and suddenly, your brain feels like it's frozen. These things are so normal that we barely think about them, but the truth is, science has some incredible explanations behind these everyday phenomena. And trust me, some of them will blow your mind. So, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at the world the same way again. Let's start with something that has puzzled many of us at some point. Why is the sky blue? It's a question we probably asked as kids, but the answer is actually quite fascinating. You see, sunlight might look white to us, but it's actually made up of different colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. When sunlight enters the Earth's atmosphere, it collides with tiny gas molecules in the air. But here's the interesting part. Different colors of light travel in different ways. Blue light, having a shorter wavelength, gets scattered in all directions way more than other colors. That's why, no matter where you look, the sky appears blue. But here's a fun twist. If Earth had no atmosphere, the sky wouldn't be blue at all. It would be black, just like in space. So, next time you look up at the sky, remember that what you're seeing is actually light playing a trick on your eyes. Speaking of things that play tricks on us, have you ever noticed what happens to your fingers after spending too much time in water? They wrinkle up, almost like raisins. But why does that happen? Many people think that our skin absorbs water and swells up, but that's not the real reason. Scientists have discovered that wrinkled fingers actually give us a better grip on wet surfaces. It's like nature's version of tire treads. When we soak in water, our nervous system triggers a reaction that makes the skin on our fingertips shrink in certain areas, creating grooves that help us hold onto things more securely. It's believed that our ancestors may have developed this feature to make it easier to gather food in wet conditions. Imagine needing to grab a slippery fish from a stream. Those wrinkles would have come in handy. So the next time you step out of a long bath, know that your fingers just adapted to help you grip better. Now let's talk about something that almost everyone has experienced at least once in their life: brain freeze. You know that sudden, sharp headache you get when you eat ice cream or drink something really cold too fast? That painful sensation happens because of how sensitive our brain's blood vessels are. When something super cold touches the roof of your mouth, it rapidly cools the blood vessels in that area, causing them to constrict. Then, as your body realizes what's happening, it quickly dilates them again to get back to normal. This sudden change sends a pain signal to your brain, making it feel like your head is freezing. But don't worry, there's an easy trick to stop it. The next time you get brain freeze, press your tongue against the roof of your mouth for a few seconds. It warms up the area and stops the pain much faster. Now, that's a life hack worth remembering for your next ice cream treat. Here's another everyday moment you might not have noticed before. Have you ever poured boiling water and cold water and realized they sound completely different? It's one of those tiny details that we don't usually think about, but once you hear it, you can't unhear it. The reason for this strange difference is actually all about bubbles. Cold water is denser, and when it's poured, it creates a smooth, crisp sound. But hot water, on the other hand, has tiny steam bubbles forming and popping as it's poured, which changes the way sound waves travel through it. That's why boiling water sounds softer and more muffled. So, the next time you pour yourself a cup of tea, pay attention to the sound. It's actually physics at play. Now, let's talk about something that annoys all of us: mosquitoes. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to attract mosquitoes way more than others? If you feel like mosquitoes love you too much, science might have an answer for you. Mosquitoes don't just randomly pick their targets, they are attracted to certain things, and carbon dioxide is a big one. When you breathe out, you release CO2, and mosquitoes use that to find you. People who breathe out more CO2, like those who are taller or have a higher body temperature, are more likely to get bitten. But that's not all. Mosquitoes are also drawn to the smell of certain chemicals in our sweat. If your body produces more of these chemicals, you'll become a mosquito magnet. And believe it or not, they even prefer some blood types over others. Studies suggest that people with type O blood are more likely to get bitten than those with type A or B, so if mosquitoes seem to love you, it's not just bad luck, your body is actually sending them an invitation. Now, let's move on to another strange phenomenon that happens in our daily lives. Why do mirrors fog up after a hot shower? It happens so often that we don't even question it, but the science behind it is actually pretty cool. When you take a hot shower, the warm air holds a lot of moisture. But when this warm air comes into contact with the cold surface of your mirror, the water vapor condenses into tiny droplets, forming that foggy layer. It's the same reason why a cold soda can sweat on a hot day. And here's a trick to stop your mirror from fogging up. Rub a little bit of soap or shaving cream onto the glass before you shower. It creates a thin layer that prevents water from sticking, keeping your mirror clear. Finally, here's something that will make you think twice about how your body works. Why do your ears pop when you're on an airplane or driving up a mountain? It all comes down to air pressure. Inside your ear, there's a tiny tube called the eustachian tube that helps balance the pressure on both sides of your eardrum. When you go up in altitude, like during a flight, the air pressure outside your body drops. But the air inside your ears is still at a higher pressure, which makes your eardrum feel stretched, causing that uncomfortable sensation. To fix it, your body needs to let some air escape, which is why yawning or swallowing can help pop your ears and equalize the pressure. It's your body's natural way of adjusting to different environments. Science is truly everywhere, shaping the world around us in ways we don't always notice. But now, you have a deeper understanding of the incredible things happening all the time. So, tell me, which of these everyday phenomena surprised you the most? Have you ever noticed these things happening but never really thought about why? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want to keep learning more amazing facts about the world. See you in the next video.